guys, this is Trina. Thank you so much for joining me. Hey, it's a great afternoon here in South Carolina. All right, all right, all right. I think we are live. Are we live? Yes, we are. Cool. All right. So, again, if you don't know me, this is Trina Johnson. I'm with the owner and CCO, or Chief Creative Officer of Success Point Consulting. And I'm here to talk to you a little bit about some marketing that everyone should be involved in. Specifically today, I want to talk about email marketing. You know, it's been said that the money is in the list, and that is so true. Once you master email and can create a list, you really can use it to create money, to really build your business using email. So, a little bit about me. I own a company called Success Point Consulting, and what I do is I help entrepreneurs like you start, launch, and grow their business till they've reached a success point. And success is different for every person, so you determine what your success point is. But my goal is to help entrepreneurs build their business. I'm trying to eliminate poverty one entrepreneur at a time. So that's a little bit about me. So let's dive right in and let's talk about email. First of all, when you're doing email, you've got to get permission, right? No one likes spam. No one likes getting emails that they're not interested in. So make sure you get permission. If you're using an autoresponder system, you know, an email management system, I should say, that has autoresponder capabilities in it, go ahead and leave the opt-in on. Yes, you will eliminate some people, but the people that you eliminate that won't confirm your email, they're the people who wouldn't respond to you anyway. All right, so leave the opt-in in, and if they confirm, if they take that second step and confirm the email, then it's much more likely that you're going to be able to develop a relationship with that person. You know, so the very first thing about email is you've got to get the email opened. I know I have spent many dollars sending out emails to people that never get opened. And it was really frustrating for a while. And honestly, at times now, it's still frustrating. But I've been working on it. It's one of my goals right now is to really learn more about email marketing. That's why I'm talking about it now. So the first thing is the subject line. Make sure you've got a good subject line that's actionable. I mean, have some verb in there that tells the people what, if they open the email, what's the benefit to them. You know, use action words like join, or snag your copy, or reserve, or don't miss the latest whatever. Try to make it actionable so they know that what the information is going to be in the email itself. And don't try to fool people. Those usually backfire on you when you try to get too cute in the subject line. Just try to be honest with them, but make it exciting. Personalize the list as much as you can. One of the things that I have discovered now, if you've got a list of thousands, maybe it's not practical, but when it's in just a couple hundreds, it can be done, is if you're sending out emails and people are not opening your emails, how do you establish a relationship with them? Well, what I did was I took their email addresses and put it in the search bar of Facebook. So I could pull up people's Facebook profiles. Now, I didn't use it to request friends, to become friends with me. But what I did do is look through their profile and see what I could learn about them. Why are they on my list? What's going on in their lives? What are some of the things that I could draw on that maybe a couple of them had in common? And once I really started figuring out who was on my list, I learned that I could really craft better messages and also look for, I do a lot of affiliate sales. So I could actually look for products that kind of tied in with what they were doing or what they might be interested in. So I got that from their Facebook profiles. You can also put their email address into LinkedIn and maybe get their LinkedIn profile. So, definitely do a little bit of research on your list, especially if you're not getting the responses that you want. So do that. Remind the reader of the relationship. Every once in a while, just say, you joined my list 6 months ago. You responded to X offer. Just those kind of reminders every once in a while, because sometimes they won't necessarily remember why they're getting the email, especially if they haven't been reading all of them all the time. Use the word you as much as possible in your email. Really try to make it personable to them. Tell them what the benefit is of whatever you're promoting, whatever the story is. Try to use you, not me, I. Definitely focus it on them and tell them about benefits. And, if you're trying to sell a product, go ahead and tell them, this is how it will benefit you if you use it. If you're trying to get them to join up, attend an event, here's why, here's what you'll get out of it. Occasionally send out just an email that's just friendly, that has no call to action. Now, the majority of your emails, you're going to want to put a call to action in, but occasionally you don't have to. Occasionally you can just go ahead and send out just a friendly, or a funny story happened today, blah, blah. Definitely send out some of those. Don't make everything all about selling. You want to try to create relationships. That's what email is great for. And also make sure there's some congruency, okay, between your subject line, your text, and then the capture page, wherever they're going to land. Definitely try to make it congruent so that they can just, that they're not surprised, that they know what they're getting into. That's probably one thing that it irritates me on email when I don't. When the subject line, I think it's going to be something, and then I read the text and it's something else, and then if I go to the capture page and they're trying to promote something completely different, that just completely turns me off. The other thing that I have been doing lately, and I highly suggest that anyone who wants to know about email do lately, is subscribe to people who have big email lists and really read their emails. And I've created a folder in my email that says keepers. And every time I read an email that I either really like the headline or I really like the way they wrote, whatever the text was, something about it kind of captured me, I put it in my keeper file. So that I can kind of refer back to it and go, you know what, those are good headlines. I mean, I've got like 5 or 6, actually now I've got about 400 really good headline, subject lines. Or I like the way that there are certain people, the way they do email, you can just tell. I just connect with them right away. And one of the mistakes that I made early on was I copied an email. I was in a program and the leaders had an email series that, you could just copy the email series into your autoresponder. And they were saying they were getting 30% response rates and all this stuff. I sent out their exact same emails and, got occasional opens, but like no one was buying from me. And I'm like going, if these emails work so well, why isn't anyone buying anything? And then it kind of dawned on me that when I read the emails, it was like, that didn't sound like me at all. So I had to take those emails and kind of put them in my own voice and add my own stories. And the ones that I had copied were very hypey, and I'm not all that hypey. So I had to kind of get rid of some of the exclamation points and the kind of in your face. And I'm a little bit more laid back than they are in their emails. But as I made those tweaks, I have learned. I'm getting better and better. I mean, I'm getting response rates now that I think are, average or above average. Whereas before, I was lucky to get 2 people. I had a list of 400 people and I'd get 2 people to open the email. Now I send out, an email to 400 people and I get, 50 or 60, maybe 85 people to open. So, definitely doing much, much better. But that's one of my focuses right now, is to really work on email. So that's really what I was going to talk about some other things today, but I had some Google Plus Hangout issues this morning. But I've now figured this out, and I think it's now getting recorded, so we'll see. So I'm just going to talk about email now, but we will talk about more things later. This is just the first of many Hangouts, and I'm so glad that you can watch this replay on YouTube, or I'll be posting it on Facebook. So please connect with me on Facebook. It's Katrina Johnson, or find me on LinkedIn. And you can email me at trina@successpointconsulting.com, or check out my blog at successpointconsulting.com. And if you got any good info out of this, please leave me a note. And if you go to my blog, you'll see on the right-hand side there is a link where you can sign up for my list, so you can get advance notice of my future Hangouts. And you also get a marketing newsletter from me every Monday. All right, thank you so much for stopping by, and have a great day. Trina signing out. Bye.